Hey guys, welcome back to another video over here on the Chinese Zodiac and horoscopes. This afternoon we're going to be doing a reading for all you peoples born in the year of the snake and all the snake personalities. So if you're born in the year of the snake, then this one is for you. So let's get this shuffle underway and let's see what you guys have got today. We're just going to give them a bit of a mix up, and then we're going to take that one from the bottom. We're going to take this one from the middle, this one from the top. What have we got? Okay, not a great start. We've got 3 blacks there off that draw. So black isn't always an attack, but it's definitely not a great week for you guys. We're in the negative, and straight off the go, we've got that horse. And the horse and the snake isn't exactly compatible. They're very distant with each other, and maybe that's how you're feeling right now. You're feeling very distant to things. You kind of feel a little bit maybe deflated and a little bit withdrawn, as if you're running on a treadmill and not getting anywhere. You're jogging on the spot. It's like when you're running in a dream and you're running as fast and fast as you can, but you're not getting anywhere. I think something's changed. There's a sort of a vibrational shift or something energetically here. Something's changed within your circles at the moment, and you're not necessarily sure of how you feel about this. You're a very intuitive and sensuous person. You're very kind of open to this idea of when energy shifts and things change. You are one of the first to know, and that horse is also very intuitive, and it's coming in there and saying kind of the similar things that you're feeling, that something's not quite right. There's something not quite the same as it was. Something's changed. Something's different with something, whether it be romantically or how you feel about something or work or something, because something has basically changed your perspective here. And I think it's pushing you to be not selfish, but a little bit more aware of how much energy you're giving to people or giving to this thing. You're kind of cooperating with it for the sake of peace, but it's not feeling great. It doesn't feel like you're gaining much from this. In fact, you're actually starting to now work it out and do the math and realize that you're actually being quite underpaid or cheated out of something here. There's loss here that isn't making up for the losses. The gains aren't making up for the losses. Basically, somebody's being too distant with you, or you're not getting enough appreciation from in some respect. And this is causing you to be withdrawn. This is causing you to step back. It's bringing up feelings from within outwardly, and you're feeling rather frustrated and explosive with it. You just want to kind of snap. Your temper right now is on the edge. You're on the edge here. You got that catalyst card coming in right now, which is the goat or the sheep. And again, this is a card that would be frustrating for a snake. You are in a time of frustration, and it's also a catalyst. So things are changing, you know. So if you are sort of looking at this in a bigger picture, you've got this catalysm here, which is going to change things in such a way that your intuition, it's basically validating that. It's validating that when these changes happen, you're not going to doubt it because you're going to expect it. You're basically expecting it. You're almost preparing for it. And it's starting to frustrate you that maybe you're the only one that is seeing this, or you're struggling to get through to someone. And you don't want to be demanding. You don't want to be too strict or too stern with it. But you're quick to temper at the moment because this thing isn't moving. This someone isn't listening. You don't want to be unreasonable. But at this time right now, it's hard to be sentimental or sympathetic. You just can't be, you know? This is something where you're thinking it's either going to be a long-term commitment or it's not. And right now, it doesn't feel like it's long-term. Right now, it just feels like somebody's taking the piss. And that's what it feels like. And this is going to alter your direction. It's going to alter your, as I say, your consistency here. And you are going to want to withdraw. You are going to want to take a step back. You're going to want to observe this from a safe space. Because anything can happen right now. Anything can happen right now. And I don't know if the odds are against you, but it's definitely going to be a hard race. It's definitely going to be more of a neck and neck race here, and it's probably going to be a photo finish because it's so close to which way this could go. I mean, these cards are in the black negative, but that doesn't necessarily mean that everything is doom and gloom. Things could just be better for you right now in this respect, and that's because I think this is hard. This is very hard, it's exhausting, it's stressful, not just to keep on keeping on doing what you usually do every day, but with this added additional weight and this added additional kind of worry, if you like. It's not even worry, it's just it's caution. It's caution. It's seeing the potential outcome, expecting it to be the worst case scenario, and then potentially even preparing for that worst case scenario, telling yourself that it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. And in this example, I think you need to take a step back. You need to reserve yourself, or at least you feel you do. You feel you need to take a step back. But just remember, snaky people, you can't hide from change. Change is inevitable. You can't run from it. It's going to happen. That tiger jumping straight in there into the emotional pool of despair, because that's what that tiger will bring to your table. It's a black tiger, and tigers aren't necessarily the bestest of friends to snakes. They're really not. And that tiger is, again, quite an emotional card. It's an action-orientated card. It's calling to action. If you want to know more about catalyst cards or catalyst signs and action-orientated signs or whatever, hit that subscribe button, because we are going to be doing videos about that in the future. So if you are interested, then do be patient with me. But they are coming, so hit that subscribe button. That tiger there is always going to be suspicious of the tiger. The snake is always going to be suspicious of the tiger. The tiger is always going to be suspicious of the snake. They just have a suspicious relationship. And I think this is a definitely a clear sign that the tiger is justifying or validating your intuition where you feel something is wrong. Or not wrong, but just not quite right. Just not quite right. Something is up, and it's not resonating with you well. It's not relating with what you are wanting to do, or like it just doesn't sit right. And this is, again, making you very unsympathetic. It's making you almost competitive. In an almost competitive way, you're trying to prove your point, almost like it's a matter of pride right now. And that's interesting, actually, that I should say that, because the horse is a very prideful sign as well, and potentially that pride is what is keeping you cautious, because you're not going to be the fool that gets dragged into this and made to look like that clown. You're not going to be that person, not at all. And I think this is pushing you now to be, again, openly outspoken, openly aggressive. You are basically you're making a point. And anybody that wants to come in and challenge you right now, well, you're going to resist it to the death. There's going to be a conflict. It's going to be a big conflict. There's going to be failure to communicate. There's going to be misinterpretations. There's going to be other motives at play here. All of this you already know, because your intuition already tells you something is wrong or something is up. And to get the upper hand in this, you are going to have to reserve yourself and basically hide your true feelings on it, and basically mask that kind of, that real emotional stuff that you would love to bring out and basically throw a temper tantrum about. But again, you're just too proud for that. You're just too vain for that. You're not here to have a fight. You're not here to get drawn into a fight. You're not here to get into a dispute with someone or an argument. But that's what's happening, because you know something isn't right. And to find out what isn't right, you've got to investigate. You've got to go searching for it. You've got to go and find the answers. What those answers are, we do not know. Only you will know that when you ask the questions, and you need to ask the right questions to the right person at the right time to get the right answer. And if it's not the right answer, I can guarantee most of you snake people, you're not gonna come out of your holes. You're not gonna come out from underneath your rocks. You're not gonna change your approach, because as far as the outcome is concerned, you prepared for that worst case scenario. So why would you be the fool to come out and face it head on? Or maybe some of you will, but that could end up disastrous. We'll find out next week, won't we, my lovely snake people, when we come back and do another reading for you guys next week over here on the Chinese Zodiac and horoscopes. We'll be back tomorrow with a reading for the horse and the sheep people. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. And if I don't see you then, I will see you next time on Wednesday next week when we do a snake reading for you guys again. Until then, love and peace.